This is the 25 trick in how you can accomplish anything you want. And I know this is a big promise. So before I delve into this, I want to give you a bit of insights into what's going on right now. Now, with me shooting this for you right now, it is the end of Q1 to 2016. So Q2 is starting and it's time to know what is coming up, what you need to execute on and what you want to achieve. The big part of this is knowing what you need to be able to do. But you have to ask yourself, have you achieved what you've wanted so far in this year? The way I like to go about actually planning, goal setting, and actually setting out what I need to do is actually doing in really small chunks. I only ever look 12 weeks ahead. Every 12 weeks, the start of each quarter, I sit down and I map out what I want to be able to do. The 25 trick is where you need to get really nitty gritty into knowing exactly what you need to be doing. Now, this is what you need to do. First up, you need to write down your top 25 goals. Spend the time, sit there and really put some deep, honest thought into what you want to achieve and list out those 25 things. Now, here's where the secret sauce lies. Out of that 25, I want you to choose your top 5. So you're going to have 2 lists. You're going to have one, which is your top 5, and then you're going to have your bottom 20. This is what I want you to do. With that bottom 20 list, I want this to be your not to do list. These are things that you're going to procrastinate on. These are things you're going to turn to when things get a little bit harder, when you're really trying to focus on those top 5. The key to achieving what you really want is really knowing what it is that you want, but not getting sidetracked and only doing what you need to be able to do. Now for me, I've just gone through this morning. I've finished everything up. I've goofed around, I've planned. I haven't really done anything else today, but I did something really different to be able to do this. For me, I like to try and engineer the actual environment, to be creative, to be a little bit, okay, what do I need to do? And this is where I try and change completely up my habits. Obviously, we're all habitual creatures, and really easily, you know, I'm a big fan of a morning ritual and making sure you hit the ground running every morning. Now, I did something really different this morning, and the reason is I want to be able to, when I sit down to plan everything, to think, I want to be creative. The best way to do that is to actually change your environment. So this morning, I woke up nice and early. My little girl Arlo, she was up. We headed down to the beach. We jumped on the bike, went down there, checked down the surf, goofed around on the sand, had a coffee, she had a soda water, and then I came back. Now this was something where normally I'm working from about 5 a.m. till about 2 p.m. and then I kind of pens down for the rest of the day. But the thing is, when I got back, I was able to be fresh, completely different, spend some great time with my little girl, but I was thinking really differently. And this is also why I like going for a walk each and every morning, because obviously this is some of my most creative time. This is when I can think about things, I get some space in my head, and I'm able to shoot these videos for you because this is something where I'm really in the zone to be able to think about what I need to be able to do. So then what you need to ask yourself is, what do you really need to achieve? Now, I want to give a massive shout out to Rob Hanley. He's put together a phenomenal private group and he's really able to dissect what's needed, and he posed a fantastic question which I completely agree about. And a lot of the time, goal setting is absolutely flawed, especially the way people normally go about it. And fundamentally, I do believe that people just don't know what they need to do to achieve what they want. And then most of all, people just really don't know what they want. This is why I'm so adamant, I'm such a believer in you knowing what you need to do first. Knowing, say, for your business, what is your business all about? What is the message that you are trying to get out? And what are the exact people you're trying to get that message to, just to start off with. This also brings about something, especially coming from the physique coaching world, and especially trying to help coach people with their diets and sticking to diets. There's a really big difference between being behavioral focused and being outcome focused. Now, with being behavioral focused, you're thinking about, what do I need to do to achieve what I want? Being outcome focused is just being focused on what you want. And that is flawed. When you're being outcome focused, you're saying, okay, I just want to be 7% body fat. I want to earn $500,000 a year, whatever it may be that it is. Now, it's great to know what it is, but what you need to do is focus on what it is that's going to get you there. So I pose the question to you. Do you know exactly what you want to achieve in this quarter? What do you need to do to be able to make that happen? And comment below with the questions. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? What is your opinion on this? And also list down what it is that you want to achieve, and then I'll do the exact same, and we'll be able to make sure that we achieve the absolute most.